So here we are in the spot I always end up when we have a talking video. I feel like one needs to be addressed for what's going on with the club, the potential news of a takeover, and for some other things. So yeah, we know Gateshead are currently in the mud. Our form is the worst form in the National League as it stands. We're currently sleepwalking ourselves out of the playoffs. I'm trying to keep as positive as I can, but it's very hard to. You then come to the question, is Mags right for the job? I'm on the fence now, whether is he not. Don't get me wrong, whoever is managing this club, if it was Ben Clark, Steve Watson, Ian Bogie, Malcolm Crosby, Rob Elliott, Mike Williamson, always back them, because like I said in the video last night, this club has my fucking heart. If it wasn't for my uncle, I probably wouldn't even know Gateshead FC existed. And ever since 2009, I've never looked back, and I've been there season after season after season, and people can question my loyalty. They can fuck off. Honestly, what has transpired this season is hurtful. I think on the pitch, we've had a really good season, and I've enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. Off the pitch, however, I think we haven't had the best. Obviously, we've had a number of injuries. What happened to Greg at Woking, Grayson on the opening day, Kenton, Terrell. I mean, then you look at the players leaving, Aseni, Whelan, Radcliffe. I think Radcliffe's a massive miss, and I don't think people actually realise as much. Story going with Rob, obviously, to Crawley. I think losing Sweens as well didn't help it. In the last few hours, Crawley have just sacked Rob Elliott, so people are now questioning, is he coming back? Don't want to get my hopes up. I'd love him back, but I do not want to get my hopes up. And then you've got all this swirling talk of a takeover, which, in my opinion, would be nice, because it would finally see Gateshead actually maybe get somewhere financially. I am skeptical on it though, because it is not like a decade since what happened in 2019. It's not exactly a few years ago. It's still recent in a lot of loyal and true Gateshead fans' mind. And what happened that season was absolutely horrible. It was a great season on the pitch in 18-19. What happened off? I'll never remember that day walking out of that game where I think we lost 5-2 against Ebbsfleet, and there was tears and everything, because everyone thought that was potentially our final ever home game at the International Stadium. And then the last day against Barrow, I think we lost 2-0, and I think everyone was the exact same. And I remember saying to my uncle, am I ever going to come back here again? And then a couple of hours, was it a couple of hours or a couple of days before we went under, the fans saved the club. And that is why, as much as we might not be as financially sound as half of the National League, this club will always have my heart, because the fans built this base. And now you see things online where people now aren't even allowed their own opinion. I have my points and views about this season, and I'm going to explain them now. So, personally, like I say, on field this season, it's been really good. However, in the last few months, I don't think Mags is the right man. I'll back him, but I do not think he is the right man. I think there's something not there, and it's not clicking. And I don't know if it's players-wise, and you can see the injuries and all that and stuff, but at the end of the day, the 11 that was playing yesterday, plus the 2 who came on, which was Humbles and Newton, and the 11 who played Saturday, plus Newton and Ollie Thompson, both of them had enough in the tank to beat both Maidenhead and Braintree, and we didn't. And then you've got to question it, because then you've got to think, well, what the hell is next for this club? So we now look at a schedule where we play Tamworth. Then we have the sure-to-be National League champions Barnet, followed by a Dagenham game at home, which is not going to be an easy game. Forest Green away at 5:30 live on DAZN on the 12th of April. And York 12:30 on Good Friday. Easter Monday away at Hartlepool, away to Boston, home to Southend. And then all of these talks about a takeover. If it's true, I'm looking forward to it, because apparently I've seen the rumours, I've seen the leaks that there could be some interesting stuff happening, which, yeah, would be nice, but I am very, very sceptical over it. Yesterday was a rough one. Last night was a rough one in the ground, because, I mean, as much as the referee was abominably bad, we were shocking as well. And I think last night I laughed about it. I think I laughed when we went 2-1 down, because I was like, this is just unbelievable. You're seeing a club who 10 months ago, bearing in mind, 10 months ago, we were having the greatest day of our lives at Wembley, beating Solihull in the trophy final. Flash forward 10 months later, and everyone's at each other's necks because we've got an opinion. Now, I respect anyone who travels all around this country, whether it's down to Eastleigh, Yeovil. I mean, the 61 down at Yeovil, fucking fair play to yous. I would have loved to, but as I'm a uni student, I can't take time. That's why I haven't been to as many away games this season as what I wanted to. I wanted to do a lot more. Next season, who knows? The season after is a sure to be. I'm currently in that moment now in life where I actually don't know what I want to do, so I've got a lot of thinking to make. But no matter what, no matter the adversity, it doesn't matter if we were to get trounced on Saturday about 7-0 by Tamworth, or say we went to Barnet and got beat by a cricket score, say, and 6-1, something like that. I'll still be there the following Saturday against Dagenham. Doesn't matter if we got absolutely hammered last night. I'll still be there on Saturday, because this club has saved me in times where I didn't actually think it. I can have my opinions, I can have my thoughts. I also respect everyone else's opinion. If anyone has an opinion on it, I'm happy to listen. It's always enjoyable to listen to fans' opinions and stuff. But I think we need to try and see this season out, see what happens over the summer, and start afresh, probably in the National League next season, because I can't, unfortunately, see us getting playoffs now. Which is good, because it means the last month of the season is kind of just playing for fun, which is annoying, because it's not really where anyone, like any team from, I think, 8th to about 16th don't want to be playing there, because it's just time taken. But like me, if you love your football, you love your club, you'll go, you'll have a good time with your mates, and that's exactly what I do. As much as I'm a loudmouth and I do swear, and I will hold my hands up, I have apologised to a lot of the stewards, and I apologise for any mums and stuff. I do get bad. I know that. I get bad in the house when I'm watching Liverpool. I get bad even when I'm with the girls on a Sunday. Obviously, I know the Amazons haven't been on this channel this season. That's purely because at the start of the season I was coaching them as our manager, suffered an Achilles injury. But yeah, possibly next season the Amazons may return, but I don't actually know. But anyway, big plans for the rest of this season. Some interesting games, a lovely final game actually on the 10th of May. I really hope it's on because it's one, a trek, and it's two, a very unique ground. But we'll get to that in May. For now, let's just focus on Gateshead. Let's hopefully see this off, and even if we somehow manage this last playoff spot, if it's 7th or if it's 6th, if we do get in there, we need all the backing of Gateshead. It's not just the club, it's the town as well. You see what Newcastle did when they were promoting about good luck to Newcastle United when they went down to Wembley, beat Liverpool. I'm not going to say anything. They were the better team. So well done, the Toon. But can that not happen to Gateshead? If Gateshead were to get in the playoffs, can we not have messages from other teams going, "Oh, best of luck to our northeast neighbours, Gateshead FC, in their playoff quest"? I really hope, really do hope. I hope I'm proved wrong. We'll see what happens with this takeover. If it does get official, I will sure to make a video on it as soon as possible. But yeah, let's find out what happens then for the rest of this season. And yeah, what has really gone wrong, let me know in the comments below. And I'm sure I'll see all of the Gateshead fans on Saturday at the Guess against Tamworth, because I know the loyal ones will be there. And I'll see us all back then on Saturday for Gateshead against Tamworth in the National League. I do like Tamworth. I do respect them a lot. They are grafters. And I genuinely think they could be in the playoff quest next season. Until then, I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. And as I always say, no matter if we win, lose or draw, up the fucking heat.